One thing that was pretty wild, but wanted to go through is the DaBaby stuff. We were talking about DaBaby last week and on the Patreon, I believe it was. But one of my gripes with DaBaby, and it's, I already said it, boomery gripe.
Cucking you in the gym.
So I said that I was listening to him in gym and I couldn't listen to him too much because it was hard to work out. Every single song is about fucking your girlfriend. So every song is like, then I had her in the, she's sucking my dick while you're working the barbells. You're at the gym and she's sucking my balls and I'm messaging her right now. I'm meeting her parents and I'm fucking her on your bed. And you're like, yeah, I don't know about all this. But it's too much of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, DaBaby, can I have one song about us doing something together? How about we fuck someone else's girl? But he went on a rant.
Yeah.
Do you see this?
I did.
You see this?
He got kicked off of what?
Oh, he was losing everything.
What was the Lollapalooza? He was supposed to headline it.
Well, because gangster dudes, like it's so same reason I say that like Indian dudes are white girls on crack, Indian girls are white girls on crack. They're like gangster dudes, and especially the same way that like if you're some construction worker in the sticks, you're not paying attention to this stuff that much. Although I bet you a lot of them in the last 3 years were like getting into the Fox game pretty hard. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But some of them aren't paying too much attention to this, right? And with these guys, they weren't ever getting in trouble for much, so they just say this normal stuff they did. And basically, DaBaby he apologized for being for a big homophobic rant, and then Vice says DaBaby's apology for being homophobic definitely has nothing to do with him losing tons of money. So they're basically saying he only apologized because it's like we're mad at him, and it was like. No shit. But it's like the DaBaby stuff's funny because like, man, do they hate the fact that they have to be mad at like a black guy?
But also, he was like, what he said was like laughable. Like he literally said, he goes, what did he say? He goes, you get HIV, it'll make you die in 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah,
like,
he said some
literally
wild
like
shit.
This is like mid 80s HIV kind of like information. Like that's like kind of what they thought in the 80s.
Yeah.
Remember fucking Eddie Murphy was like, you get that AIDS on your lips and you go home and you kiss your wife and then you're both dead.
Yeah, it was a very old school
it wasn't like
understanding of like what HIV is.
Yeah, totally. Like that's why I found it so funny. You're like, it's almost like what a child would think about it.
Yeah, and so you got a bunch of people sitting at Vice and Huffington Post and all these places, and now they got to like write about the number one cool rapper being like, this guy's bad. It's like, well, now it's like they're getting all the the top cool guys out because those guys love this shit, right? But they've literally come full circle where they're saying rappers are bad. It's like you can almost do like old conservative religious people, like new woke people. Rap lyrics are problematic. Yeah. Remember when I even did the male Karen video? It was like they kind of stayed away from the rap lyric. They're more concerned about like comedy and stuff like that. Whereas now it's come full circle where like, your BuzzFeed like millennials have to be like, rap lyrics are problematic.
Yeah. I would love to see like a Vice person, like the first day at Vice, be like, hey, so I have an article about why black rappers talk shit about homosexuals. And they go, whoa, easy.
Oh, easy there, buddy.
No. Let's reframe this.
We can reframe this. White supremacy causes homophobia in the rap community.
The Pastor Talbert Swan guy, where he goes literally goes, if a black person assaults an Asian person, it's because of white supremacy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that's why our sketch had to come out late this week because of white supremacy.
It's because of white supremacy.
Because
I fucking hate white supremacy, by the way.
I want to also agree, and I'm just glad the two of us are in agreement on the agreed upon issue.
I don't even know if I could, honestly, just saying those 2 words, I don't even know if I could finish this podcast.
We might have to
I might have to get mental health. I might have to bow out for mental health. Is that cool? Can you finish this without me? I'm having a mental health thing.
Having a mental health minute. And they said the Lollapalooza Festival in Chicago, the Governor's Ball in New York City, and the Vegas Festival all dropped the rapper from the lineups. And he basically came out with an apology. He said, I want to apologize to the LGBTQ community for the hurtful and triggering comments made. DaBaby wrote on Instagram, again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV and AIDS. And I know education on this is important. Love to all. And then he kind of had a few apologies. But the first one was like, I know that I'm saying this the second time this episode, but it is such a weird place where you're like, you have a guy that he raps. It's like, I'm sure that probably some people are going to make this point. The same ways that the fucking left is going to say that it's about the right and the right's going to say that it's about the left. But it's literally a guy, it's like every song is like, I fucked your wife. I'm putting fentanyl on the streets. I'll fucking murder people.
Yeah, he gets like, I do drive-bys.
Yeah,
and people are like, I don't don't like your take on HIV.
Then he got to go, I'm so sorry that I fucking said HIV is bad to have.
Yeah.
But it also seemed a little bit like that Hutu protest so much. Like when you are at the club and he's like, put your light up if you're not gay. And then people put their light up. Yeah, that's right. It's a bunch of not gay dudes.
No, the best is the guy who wasn't paying attention. Everybody's got their light up. And he goes, what are you guys doing? He goes, you don't have your phone up, dude.
Yo, what are you fucking gay?
That's like a prank. It's like literally like a joke you do. It's like everybody, like you
Put
like.
your phone up if you're not gay.
Yeah, put your phone up if you're not gay. And so it's like, what was that? And everybody's got their phone up. Go, oh, shit. Like
Literally, he said, put your phone up if you're not gay. Last one with their phone in the ear is gay.
Yeah, like he's like, maybe he is a child.
Yeah. So he goes, well, you know what we all learned today? DaBaby. That's what happens when you try to fuck all our girls.
Yeah.
Everyone gets mad at you. He said he urged men who don't give blowjobs to other men to put their cell phones on. Put your phone up if you've never blown a dude.
And then literally some guy's like, what? He goes, whoa.
What'd he say? Oh.
Everybody's like filming him now, being like, yeah, he doesn't have his phone up.
He tried to say that his comments, and he said his comments weren't homophobic because even my gay fans don't have AIDS. But the funny part is then afterwards he kind of came out. A pop star that was against him said, I'm surprised and horrified at DaBaby's comments. I really don't recognize this as the person to work with. I don't recognize this as the person that I worked with. I only recognize him as the guy that comes and talks about fucking everyone's women.
Well, after performing a drive-by shooting on a local gang adversaries.
I just know DaBaby is a man who has guns and fucks all your girls. I don't know him as this guy who says mean things to the gay community. Elton John came out and he was mad about it. But he came out with another apology and he goes, anybody who's affected by this, y'all got the right to be upset. But what I said was insensitive and I have no intentions. But then he came out afterwards, the last part, and this is what I was trying to find. He said, he goes, but the LGBT community, I ain't tripping on you because y'all business is y'all business. And so it was almost like way better than a white apology. It was kind of like not a pussy apology. He goes, yo, well, y'all got to do what y'all got to do. And then he said, it's fucked up that no one wanted to educate me. He goes, because knowing that what I needed was education on these topics and guidance, and none of you wanted to give it to me. So he kind of was like, listen, y'all want to do what you want to do, and that's kind of your fault for I never finished high school, and that's sort of your fault for not telling me.
He's basically playing like the systemic racism,
Yeah, that's what
all
he's-
that card.
that-
He's like, look, I
correct.
slipped through the cracks. I was in the gutter. I made it out, but I missed some things.
Yeah.
It's like you should be educating me.
He said social media moves so fast that people want to demolish you before. I mean, he's right about all this stuff, and he first apologized normal, and then he came out and he goes, but like low key, this is because of oppression and stuff.
Yeah, and everybody goes,
You have to play what your card. You have to do what you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why Kevin Spacey got accused of stuff. He comes out and says, I'm gay. When you're racist, you say you're gay. When you're homophobic, you say other people are racist.
You go, I'm super gay.
It is the good play, but it is funny that he kind of comes through with a more like hood apology where white people, it's all the like we said, we know people that have been given the apology that they have to do, and DaBaby's like, listen, y'all gonna do what y'all gotta do. Listen, if y'all gotta suck a man's dick, and he probably doesn't say man.
That'd be so funny if did you hear like Shane on Rogan? He said he's like, they gave him an apology and he's seen that exact apology like since of other people, like
Yeah, I know.
word for word.
I've heard him say that. Yeah.
Or whatever. I didn't know that, but imagine like this is the stock apology from his record label. It's like this is the stock. You're just like 12 people are straight up just being like, anybody who done ever been affected by AIDS, HIV, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intention
Tracy Morgan got this
on offending anybody. So it's like with affected spelled wrong and everything, like the misspellings, and you're like,
That's the press.
yeah, that's like the official apology for homophobia.
Yeah, for fucking DaBaby Records. That's their publicists give them that with affected, spelled wrong and everything. Matt Damon had that too, where he was like, Matt Damon was like, yeah, I was saying like the F slur.
Yeah.
I was calling stuff fags or whatever back in the day. And I retired that like 2 months ago, and everyone's like, wait, what?
Yeah, you're like, why even come out for this?
Why are you
He's like
saying
doing
this?
like a fucking press junket for his new movie about Amanda Knox or whatever. And then they're like, yeah, nobody asked you about this.
I stopped calling people a fucking fag a week ago. That's what he goes, I switched to cock, solid word. He goes, I'm more of a homo guy now. Yeah, but I mean, whatever. It just goes to show, it's like literally how many people have like lost their jobs for that, whereas Matt Damon, like, you know, he's going to be fine.
He's getting out. I wonder if he was purposely getting out in front of it. Like he thought that was coming out. So he goes, hey, just so you know, you used to say fag a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
I like a
lot. But I don't anymore because my daughter told me.
Because of my daughter. She's so great.